still got some poison ivy on my hands. I was out in the wilderness, killing animals, hunting, living off the land, honestly. Cutting down trees, burning forests down, killing wildlife, being a freaking white colonizer. You already know how I am. And I got some poison ivy on my way to blood sacrifice. I'm kidding. Yo, I was just actually reading. I just finished this book. I'm going to try to have this guy on my podcast. Shout out to my boy Ash Dykes. He's the first person to ever walk across the country of Mongolia unsupported. The first person to walk across the island of Madagascar unsupported, which means like no like real help or anything like that. Kind of just like a backpack and his legs, no vehicles or anything like that. And he was also the first person to walk the entire length of the Yangtze River, which is the Yellow River in China, and it's one of the biggest rivers in the world. And he's a real one. He did 2 world firsts, like world records, by the time he was 25 years old. So that's some real awesome accomplishments. And I just hit him up, just DM'd him. Actually, he was on Joe Rogan, and that's where I found out about him about a year and a half ago. And then I read his book, and I just finished it yesterday. And man, dude's really awesome guy, really positive person, and really inspirational dude. So I'm definitely going to try to have him on the podcast. He is from England, so we're going to have to do some sort of Zoom call and Skype. But I DM'd him. Maybe he doesn't DM me back. I told him, I was like, bro, I know you're a busy guy, kind of famous. I was like, you're not hurting my feelings if you don't reply. Who knows? He might not even say it. But I don't think he's, like, some of these guys, like, there's, like, the guys that are Rogan and, like, Tom Segura. I always pronounce Tom Segway's name wrong. Like, Bert Kreischer, just some of these, Jordan Peterson. They're just a little, like, too famous, and they're, like, probably hard to get in contact with. So even my boy Brian Callen never wants to answer my DMs. But people like Chrissy D, my boy Ash, like, they're not too famous to the point where they have, like, 100,000 followers on social media, and then you could kind of DM them and get, like, an inquisition. Is that the right word? An inquisition? I don't think that's the right word. Sometimes I make up words. I tend to make up words as I go. I make up, like, words that, like, I add, like, an ly on words that probably don't have an ly. Like, on words that you can't really add an ly, I'll just throw it in there. ing, you know what I'm saying? How plural the word. I don't care. I'm making up words as I go along. But yeah, I'm going to try to have my boy Ash Dykes on. He's awesome. He's a dope-ass dude. I really want to have on some other guys. I want to have on this one crypto dude, but and talk about a little bit of cryptocurrency, the crypto life. Your boy, Lukey Bitcoins. We're out here buying Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin crashed. I bought some Bitcoin at the crash. Obviously, I don't have $40,000 to go buy a single Bitcoin. So, don't assume that I'm buying thousands of dollars worth of Bitcoin, because I'm not. But I do try to buy at the dips. Actually, like, I actually, like, learn when you're making content. Like, I don't think I'm allowed to give advice about it. I think I have to give a warning, like, yo, guys, don't take my advice. Isn't that terrible? It's like I want to make an information video, but, like, I have to warn people that, like, don't take my advice. It's just entertainment purposes. Because, like, if someone takes my advice, they can sue me. They'll be like, bro, I bought Bitcoin and I lost all my money. So and Luke told me to buy it. It's like, bro, I don't even know you. I'm just making a podcast. I'm like, buy Bitcoin. It's the new world currency. Come on, son. But yeah, what are you gonna do? I tried explaining Bitcoin to dude. It's hard explaining Bitcoin to, like, your parents, especially if your parents aren't super tech savvy, and you're like, yeah, it's on something called the blockchain. They're like, the blockchain? What's the blockchain? And you're like, all right, there's no point of even explaining this. But it's like a video game, Mom. It's like, come on, what do you want me to do? I don't know how to explain this to a 50-year-old woman. But what are you gonna do? Buy some Biddy, Lukey Biddy, Ethereum. It's lit. So yeah, I'm gonna try to have on my boy Ash Dykes. I want to have on some crypto dudes. Want to have on some. I need to get in contact with some professors. I want to talk to some local professors, especially the school semester is over. So I know you professors have a lot of time off in the summer. Hit your boy Lukey V up. Come on the podcast. Let's talk. Let's push our intellectual boundaries, and let's get this show on the road, baby. Like I said, I'm going to be doing some stand-up, going to be traveling. If you guys want to check out any of my vlogs, personal vlogs will be linked in the description, so you guys can definitely check that out.